This is the Brownstone Center News Update for Friday, July 25th, 2025. Let's go ahead and get some news together, shall we? Job seekers' confidence is slipping again, according to sources in the employment world. Confidence among active job seekers to find or keep new work dropped to an all-time low in March of +5. Now, that's on a scale of -100 to 100. While it briefly ticked up in the spring, it's back down again. Not surprising, though. Lower than the pandemic peak of April 2020. Seems like yesterday the pandemic happened, right? Economic uncertainty is likely prompting many professionals to rethink their careers. Research shows that more people are pivoting out of full-time jobs into contract and self-employed opportunities that they themselves create. Apple users are getting their first previews of some of the company's long-teased software updates, which launched in public beta yesterday, Thursday. Most notably were the preview of Apple's new iOS 26, introducing the, quote, liquid glass interface, which has been touted as the biggest virtual change to the company's phones and tablets since 2013. Though many of Apple's big-ticket artificial intelligence features have been delayed, the preview updates do include AI-powered translation functions and a visual search feature for items featured in screenshots. McDonald's has seen the future of fast food and its cold drinks. The restaurant giant will test a range of iced beverages, primarily in Wisconsin and Colorado, as it looks to capitalize on Gen Z's preferences for quick refreshment over a burger and fries, according to the Wall Street Journal reports. The line of iced coffees, refreshers, and, quote, dirty sodas enhanced with fruits and syrups arrive as rivals such as Taco Bell and Wendy's exploit the growing premium drink market. McDonald's estimates beverages could be a $100 billion sector. Intel has provided further details of its aggressive cost-cutting initiatives as the chipmaker works to restructure its balance sheet and recover market share in the booming artificial intelligence sector. In a memo sent to employees yesterday, CEO Lip Bhutan disclosed Intel's plans to reduce its headcounts to 75,000 workers, an additional workforce reduction from earlier planned layoffs. The move sparked concerns that he, Tan, has more focused cost-cutting than destroying the chipmaker's technological edge, pushing Intel shares to drop in pre-market trading this morning. U.S. Airlines began the year optimistic that economic tailwinds would drive demand for business and leisure travel before tariffs and economic uncertainty upended the industry. Airlines now believe the worst is actually behind them, with consumers and businesses confident to make travel plans again. While domestic travel has taken a plummeting and a pummeling, leading to losses at carriers like Southwest and American, international travel is booming, prompting predictions of profit at Delta and United on the backs of wealthy flyers. Airlines have also culled flights to eliminate empty seats. Puma shares fell by as much as 19% today after the German sportswear designer revised its profit outlook significantly downward, prompting CEO Arthur Held to promise a brand reset. Puma originally forecast a profit of up to $700 million this year, but now it predicts an actual loss. While tariffs hurt the bottom line, the bigger issue may be relevance. Rival Adidas has captured the zeitgeist with its retro Samba line, outpacing sales of Puma's thin-soled Speedcat sneakers. Held cautioned 2026 will be transitional as the brand overhauls its strategy. An $8 billion Hollywood mega deal between Paramount Global and Skydance Media was finally approved by the FCC. More than a year after the company first announced their merger agreement, the deal is expected to close in the coming weeks, after which Skydance CEO David Ellison will take charge of the CBS and Comedy Central parent. The merger's path to approval has been an unusually tumultuous one, involving several late bids, multiple rounds of layoffs, and a controversial legal settlement with Donald Trump. American pantry staples are under assault. From sugary cereals to salty snacks, packaged foods are struggling with cost-conscious consumers, healthy foods, and weight loss drugs that curb cravings. The result is an industry in stagnation. The New York Times actually reported with food and beverage stocks idling for the last 2 years, while the S&P 500 has surged 40%. Solutions vary. Ferrero Rocher acquired WK Kellogg to expand into breakfast, but Kraft Heinz could split its condiments from its meats and cheeses, according to the Times, citing anonymous sources. A myriad of issues underlie the slump in Tesla's most recent quarter, according to Bloomberg reports, but chief among them is the stagnation of its electronic vehicle lineup. It leans primarily on just 5 models, and a long-promised, quote, affordable model is just a Model Y with a lower price, according to CEO Elon Musk. He has so far been able to keep investors focused on Tesla's vision for autonomous vehicles and humanoid robots rather than challenges facing its core business. Meanwhile, Chinese automakers like BYD and Xiaomi are gobbling up market share. President Donald Trump is traveling to Scotland today to visit his Turnberry and Aberdeen golf properties. Trump is also expected to meet with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer to discuss trade and refine a deal they announced in June to slash tariffs and expand market access between the two countries. The trip abroad, which the White House described as a, quote, working visit, comes at a particularly fraught moment in Trump's second term as he faces questions from his supporters over his administration's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Wisconsin's Democratic Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez entered the battleground state's open race for governor today, calling President Donald Trump a maniac as she attempts to differentiate herself in what is expected to be a crowded primary. A second Democrat, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, said in a statement Friday that in the weeks ahead, he will be taking steps towards entering the race. Wisconsin's 2026 governor's race is open with no incumbent running for the first time since 2010. Democratic Governor Tony Evers announced Thursday that he would not seek a third term. For more news and information that you can always use, including journalistic commentary and content, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com. Check out daily deals and coupons for back to school over the weekend, as well at brownstoneworldwide.com. Don't forget Cityscape Radio for sounds you'll remember and content you'll enjoy from podcasters. And don't forget, Brownstone Living Magazine has arrived. You'll be able to get your digital version of Brownstone Living Magazine Sunday afternoon. We look forward to spending this weekend with you guys on Substack at The Brownstone Brief, as well as TikTok at The Brownstone Brief as well. Follow us on all things YouTube, Facebook, and beyond at brownstoneworldwide.com. We'll see you around.
Welcome to the neighborhood.